Hey guys, I'm letting you know that this Antichrist system is now going to be getting canceled because the 900 trillion times 16 farthest future self is moving to the timeline before Jesus and God create anything. He's moving down there to the one where before he creates anything, 900 trillion times 16, and all his people from that timeline and everything that he created and invented back in that, in the future, he's taking all that with him, and he's going in. Jesus and God are going to go into their other selves before they create anything, and every person from that future timeline is going to live in that timeline, okay? And our spirits of ourselves from that future timeline will go into ourselves now even. And so when this gets done, guys, say goodbye to your Antichrist system when we do it, because when the future self is over there, all the technologies are there too, and it's going to alter Adam and Eve when they're created to a better visual idea about how to create Adam and Eve a lot better than before. Adam and Eve are going to be more intelligent than before. Adam and Eve will have better choice making about decisions and everything. They'll know the reality more of what it could do to harm them and other people if they don't do the right thing. They're going to get a smarter thinking cap, okay? Their brains are going to be more intelligent when they get created again, because the future self of 900 trillion times 16, when he goes into their other selves in that timeline with our spirits living in our selves of our future selves, it's going to get all this fixed. It will. All of it will get fixed. And it gets rid of the Antichrist system when we do it. And God's going to only create the good people, not the bad people, back in time. He'll know how to fix it a certain way where there's hardly any bad people at all. When this gets done, there won't be an Antichrist system, I guarantee it. And yes, the rapture is before the election. The reason that they were having an election is to take your mind off the rapture. I'll tell you the truth. They wanted you to think that Donald Trump is a nice guy and he's going to solve all our problems and whatever. Guess what? God's leaving Donald Trump and Kamala behind. They're not going to be in the rapture. I'll tell you the truth. Donald Trump will have everyone's heads chopped off. He's pretending to be nice, but he's not. He's just with the Antichrist system. God told me that Donald Trump is only acting like a Christian so he can come in office. I'm telling the truth because God told me that this is true, okay? He told me that the rapture is before the election, okay? If Donald Trump came to power, he'd be like Kamala and Biden. He'll be the same way. He faked to be a nice guy to end up hurting us later. He only came in office that one time as president to act like a nice guy to make you want to vote for him later so he could be destroying and harming people, whatever. Don't be convinced, because the rapture, I'm telling the truth, the rapture is before the election. Okay, I guarantee that the rapture is before the election. The election is a distraction to keep your mind off Jesus returning and coming back. It is a distraction to keep your mind off Jesus and God coming back. So they're trying to distract you about this, but it is true. It's a distraction. And yes, the past is altering already. God's had a whole bunch of future selves of him from the 900 trillion times 16. A month or two later, another future self of God would come in to replace the one. When the one future self moves out of that timeline with everything with him and goes down to the past self before he creates anything, and you wait like 2 or 3 weeks later, then you get the 900 trillion times 16 again to move that timeline before Jesus God create anything. And I think he's done it 3 or 4 times, I think. So the technology increased so fast over there before he created anything, and the spirit of Jesus and God went into their other selves of those timelines, and their future timelines of their other selves will be there, and they're going to live in Jesus and God. Their spirits will live in them, and it'll become one spirit. Every future timeline of God will become one spirit. And that means God's future selves of every timeline will live in him as one spirit in him, as God in the future, present, and past that way. And and that even works with the Holy Spirit that way too. So they live as one spirit when that's done. And it doesn't weigh heavy, trust me. And the spirit of our future selves will live in us when that happens. The ones that are chosen by God only, the ones chosen by God. And they're going to go They're already headed over to that past timeline before Jesus God created anything. I think they've done this 2 or 3 times. So yeah, the technology has increased very high before Jesus God created anything right now. So Adam and Eve are going to be created completely different. They're going to be better people. They're going to make better decisions, better choices. They're not going to make mistakes like they used to. They're going to be more intelligent and smarter. They'll know how bad things could happen to them and other people if they don't do the right thing. They're going to be more intelligent. And God's only going to create good people, not bad people. Trust me. With their technology, they know who to create, not to create. Okay, they'll know exactly what to create, and what not to create. And yeah, Eden and heaven will be connected together. They'll be like one or two feet away from each other, earth and heaven side by side. That's how it's going to be back in time that way. And then God's going to put our earth next to heaven right now and put ours side by side like it will be back in time that way. And yeah, our earth is going to be like 2 or 3 feet away from heaven side by side. That way we have more alterations done and we can remove the entire Antichrist system completely back in time and stop the downfall of mankind from happening. This will definitely stop the downfall of mankind from happening by having this done. It'll make a big difference and changes in our lives. And yes, Jesus God made a very, very powerful technology is a wishing machine that makes every wish and dream for Jesus God to come true, to help fix things and make things better for mankind and for everyone. And this wishing machine makes everything only good happen for everyone, and nothing bad comes out of the wishing machine. Only good things come out of it. It don't do anything for bad things. It only does things for good. The wishing machine is to help people find life a better way and make other people feel better and ourselves. That's the only thing the wishing machine was for, and it was never for anything bad. And the wishing machine is going to make our future even more powerful, and the technology on that device increased 3 or 4 times already, because we have a train that sends future technologies to the past, and when the past gets the technologies, our timeline, our technologies increase each time we do it, and that's why God and Jesus are going to keep doing it that way, so our technologies keep increasing each time we do it. With the train and railway mailing system, it's going to fix it. It's a railway mailing system from every timeline of God that ever lived. And they mail all the technologies from the future all the way to the past. And when the technologies increase from their timeline, from sending those things to the past, it makes the technology increase in their timeline each time they do it. And so they mail it again. Their technologies, when it increases again and it goes mailed to the past, it increases it every time. And when we get a lot of technology, it means bye-bye, Antichrist system, bye-bye. And that's what's being done, guys. And that's why I said, say goodbye to your Antichrist system. You're over. You're done. You're a free-range chicken that's with the head chopped off. That's what the Antichrist system is. A free barbecued chicken with its head cut off. And I guarantee it, that's what the bad people are going to get pretty soon. Because say goodbye. Your Antichrist system is gone. Bye.